Hi guys, Joy here. It's a beautiful sunny day and it's extra sunny because it's my off day. I can have my hair be messy and just create some content for you guys. I am actually about to head out and grab some lunch and buy some supplies for my class tomorrow. But I decided to do a quick bathroom tour for you guys because I think a lot of you guys are actually enjoying my minimalist content. So anyway, I will show you guys how my bathroom is currently as is, and again, it is not perfect. So without further ado, let's start my real extreme minimalist bathroom tour. So Joe is doing quite well today and we will be moving to my bathroom. It's a long way off. There's some trash. I'm gonna take out the plastic trash this morning. And starting off from a foot mat, I thought about replacing this foot mat with just towel, but since I already had it, I didn't really see the point of replacing that. But when I move to a new place, I think I might replace my foot mat with just another towel and things like that. There are my slippers and the floor. As you see on my toilet, the plaster thing, it was like falling apart when I moved in, and it's fallen apart completely. So again, not perfect. Anyway, we will move to my counter. This is how usually the setup is. So here is my toothbrush and my floss and pumping toothpaste. Actually, what inspired me to do a bathroom tour today is because I am finally running out of toothpaste in this pumping toothpaste holder. I actually felt some guilt when I purchased the toothpaste because I didn't realize I already had some toothpaste tucked away in my cabinet. Right here, I already had those. And I had just forgotten that I actually had them with me. So I made sort of an unnecessary purchase. And I thought, oh, well, this will make my life convenient because I also like to minimize any amount of inconvenience that I might have. But once I brought it into this bathroom, as much as I consider myself not so much of an aesthetic minimalist, I don't care too much about how pretty and perfect everything looks. But I also do enjoy pretty things if I could choose that and still be have the ease and the functionality. But I feel like the green and the cheap gold plastic looking pump didn't really look too great in my bathroom. So it was kind of an eyesore, and it was kind of a constant reminder, losing my English. It was a constant reminder of a purchase that I made that wasn't quite necessary and that I didn't plan enough for that. So I felt some guilt, and at some point I just felt like, oh, maybe I should go through them as quickly as I can, brush my teeth more than necessary to get rid of it. It's kind of a common theme and a challenge that comes up often when if I don't like an item and it's perishable item where I can use it up. I found myself using a lot more of it to get rid of it quickest. But it's something that I've learned to control a little bit in myself. And also with purchases like that, I have to forgive myself. It's not the product's fault. And for some other people, that might be a very, very beautiful and functional and perfect item. So it's really not it's really not ideal for me to be constantly upset and blaming myself or blaming the product for that. So anyway, but I am happy to admit that I'm almost running out of this toothpaste. I think if I just pump it 2 more times today, as I brush my teeth for lunch and dinner, or maybe just dinner, I think I should be done, and this thing will be removed from this space, and it would look a lot less visually shocking, and this wouldn't be the featuring piece of my bathroom. So there's that. I had like a toothbrush holder that was made out of Kyoto. And it was a very soft feeling clay kind of thing, and I was able to put my toothbrush in there and then sort of hold it up in this little holder, and it was really cute, and it was light blue, which went with the tiles in my bathroom. But one day, as I was actually trying to film a bathroom tour quite a while ago, before I even uploaded my first minimalist video, I noticed that there was mold in there, so I was shocked and I just threw it out. So instead of having another item, which was the Kyoto toothbrush holder, now I just lean it on my floss, which happens to work fine, and my toothbrush won't get dirty by touching the surface and things like that. Moving on. So here's my sink and here's my little scrubber. I used to use old toothbrush for my scrubbing duties. As you can tell, it's a little bit limey right now. Sometimes what I would do is I would get the mold killing Clorox from my kitchen, which I also showed in my real extreme minimalist house tour. I would sort of put some toilet paper on here and then soak them in Clorox and just let it rest for a couple, minutes or so. I'll go outside and do some errands and things like that. And once I remove the toilet paper, a lot of the limey mold and stuff will be gone. But some of these are actually like crystallized or something. It's pretty gross, but again, it's okay not to be perfect. The old me would think about ways to maybe just move out of the apartment if I had a problem like that. But again, although I'm a minimalist, being a minimalist and downsizing and stuff like that can become an addiction, and oops, my hair. It can become an addiction, and I don't want it to be something that is distracting me from other important things in my life, such as relationships that I have and my students and teaching and studying and working and things like that. So again, I'm learning to not be perfect because no one is essentially perfect. So yeah, I did give my apartment mold killing bathroom clean, I think maybe 3 weeks ago or something like this. So I'm not going to do it now. That's actually fine. It's all the difficult ones to get rid of. I guess I'll have to look up how to get rid of really old limey stuff on your sink. But for now, it looks all right. So anyway, essentially there's this soap, and as I mentioned in the other video, that I'm trying to replace all my soaps, shampoos, and toothpaste with Dr. Bronner's soap. Although I'm a little bit scared of replacing that with toothpaste, I think it would be fine for being used for cleaning purposes and for my hair and things like that, because it's a soap. But I think it's probably a mild soap because I used it on my hand before, and I got the unscented one because I am pretty sensitive, not like mentally or anything like that. I'm sensitive because I have eczema on my skin, and any kind of strong scent or strong product will end up ruining my skin. For instance, my hands are a little bit messed up from the chemicals that I touch at work, even though I try to wear gloves all the time. It just happens. So anyway, there's that soap. I did put a pump on it because I started using it for other stuff. I try to use it a little bit as I'm using up the other soap. And this soap, I use it for cleaning as well. So what I would normally do is pump some onto the surface, and I use a scrubber to scrub away and things like that. Now, I do have another scrubber in my bathroom, but it's for toilet essentially. So although at one point I thought maybe I could just use the same scrubber for everything so I don't have to use 2 cleaning devices, but then the idea of scrubbing my toilet with that and then using it to scrub like higher surfaces is pretty gross. I don't want to get E. coli everywhere, I used to be in university studying nursing before I studied hair and things like that. So yeah, the idea of that is a little bit gross to me. So I use the scrubber for any surfaces in my bathroom, like this countertop. I could show you a video clip of me cleaning this morning. And I also use it for my shower. Moving on to my shower as a segue before I give you my camera tour. Here's my shower. The floor can use some scrubbing. Here's my towel, one of 2 towels that I have. And here's my shower. I don't think I gave you guys a full tour from the floor to the ceiling, but here's my shower. And you can see there's some little bit of chipped tiles in here, which the old me would have freaked out and would have wanted to move out. When I moved into this apartment, it was kind of a very, very quick decision. it moved along really fast. It was for my job and my school and things like that. So I didn't really look closely into my apartment and then find flaws because I was just kind of like in a rush. And I love the view in my apartment, so I just went ahead and signed the contract. But once I moved in, I started noticing the flaws in there. But yeah, I actually complained to the landlord and I asked him if he can replace the tiles, and those are like really getting on my nerve essentially. But he's kind of an old man and he really doesn't like to fix anything. Every time he says something, he's like, oh, I don't know that, like I don't know how to do that, and things like that. So instead of being furious over an old guy, I just decided, you know what, if I wanted like a perfect apartment, I could have paid $1 million to stay in an apartment, but I didn't, because money can be used for other stuff. So I decided that yeah, essentially it is kind of my fault, I guess, that I cannot afford an expensive place and that I didn't bother to look closely and find flaws in an apartment. And it is something that I consider as a trade-off between having a perfect bathroom and having a great view. So it is what it is. So I have already, I guess you could say, forgiven myself, forgiven the landlord for that. But I do think that something like this, the fact that my apartment has like a little bit of flaws here and there, it was a great training tool for me to learn to accept imperfection in my life. But again, I think those will be the main reasons why I am not going to renew my contract at this apartment and find a new place with different flaws that I can actually deal with in a better way. So yeah. So anyway, moving on, there's the floor and to the ceiling, and there's my shower. So I use this shower head for cleaning purposes as well for the entire bathroom, because you can actually take it out and move it around and spray on pretty far anywhere you want. So I would usually use soap and scrub different surfaces, and then I would sort of turn on the shower and then wash it. I'll add a video clip of me doing that. So yeah, and here's my bathroom supplies that I've shown you in the previous video. My razor, because I have a huge beard. But there's a cleansing foam, there's my shampoo, and there's my hair treatment. Again, I know I can use like acid from vinegar or something for softer hair, but honestly, I do not like vinegar smell. And another embarrassing thing is my dad, he had athlete's foot all his life, like off and on, and he would soak his feet in vinegar instead of actually going to a doctor, and that used to bother the crap out of me because he never got better from it. And it's just the whole smell of his acid feet kind of filled the apartment, and it was really like, in a way, very traumatic for me. It's like really annoying for me, so I really hate vinegar smell, especially if it's like just vinegar on its own. I can handle balsamic vinegar, you know, and vinegar used in some dressings, but the pure vinegar smell, it might be one of my least favorite things in the world to smell. So that was a little aside. It's a little sad to talk about, but so yeah, I love good smelling hair treatment. This one I actually got from Olive Young, which is kind of like, I guess you could say, a very common drugstore in Korea that sells everything. So yes, like CVS in America, I guess you could say. This is my shampoo, and oh yeah, cleansing foam. And this one was a gift from my mom. She tried to run like a makeup business before, so yeah, it's like that, like a side hustle of hers. But yeah, it was a gift to me from her. So it's good for removing makeup, but eventually I want to replace everything with Dr. Broder soap. Even my shampoo. So I actually got the soap before I used up my supplies, obviously, because I was so eager to try out this soap. I've been, you know, researching on that, and there's a lot of good reviews, and a lot of other minimalists actually use this soap, so it's not even my original idea to use that. So clearly, one tip that I could give you is you could soak toilet paper. Oops, where's my toilet paper? Let me grab that. I think I was using that for cleaning something in the living room. But yeah, so one tip I could give you for removing makeup is any kind of soap cleansing foam that you have. You could, use toilet paper, which is kind of replacing the cotton, because this is the only reusable, I guess, cleaning item that I have in my house. I don't have any cottons, I don't use paper towels and things like that. I just use toilet paper. But you could use toilet paper and soak it in some wet product that's for removing makeup, and you kind of leave it on your face for some time, like couple seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds maybe. And then when you wipe it away, the time it takes to soak up the dirt on your face or any surface really helps to remove the products better and faster than if you were like rubbing your face vigorously. And also that's not really good for your skin. So anyway, moving on. So again, this shampoo is one of the products, and the face cleanser is something that I wanted to use up quickly so I can move to my new soap. But again, it's a lesson that I have to learn. I could always be upgrading to new products and new ideas and new stuff and new house, but it's not always possible, nor is it rational, nor is it practical to do that, because I had already bought this shampoo, and when I bought it, I did think about how it would fit into my life, and it is serving its purpose well for me. It has been doing that, so it's really not a good idea to be wasteful for me and just to throw away this perfectly good items so that I can try out a new item. So I'm learning to, again, forgive myself, forgive the products, although they didn't do anything wrong. Well, accept the products, I mean. And learning to accept imperfections in my life, and having the faith that my life will gradually upgrade to the type of life that I want in this minimalist department, and in any and every area of my life as well. There's always room for improvement, and you could always upgrade your life. So I think minimalism is teaching me a lot of like mental things as well, as I said in the intro. So these are the stuff that I want to talk about. It's just a small bathroom tour, but yeah, it's something that really affected me, and it's something that's I really think is helping me build my character a little bit. So anyway, moving on to my cabinet in my bathroom. So there's my toilet paper. I use the toilet paper pretty much for everything. I don't even like saying toilet paper because it seems gross that I'm using toilet paper for like other stuff. But usually I would use toilet paper for cleaning like, dirty surfaces or something like that, and not really for my face. Like that's a different type of toilet paper that I would use, a different one for different purposes. But yeah, it's multifunctional. I got those toilet papers because they said it was like uncolored, basically. So it's like reused. How do you say? It's a recycled toilet paper. But I'm not sure if I would stick to this toilet paper, because although it's great that it's not dyed and it doesn't have any artificial dye in it, I noticed because I use toilet paper for everything, like cleaning surfaces, cleaning the floor, removing my makeup, blowing my nose, cleaning up after myself, whatever. But I noticed that when I use this toilet paper, because toilet papers tend to get wet and sort of fall apart a little bit, when I use it on like white surfaces or any surfaces really, sometimes they'll fall apart and leave these brown gunk in places, and I feel like it would actually be less stressful to look at visually if it was like white gunk. I don't know why, but it just made me a little bit more stressed trying to clean up gunk and things like that after cleaning my surfaces with the toilet paper. So yeah, I'm not sure. I might just use like a regular toilet paper. If I could get recycled one that's white toilet paper, I might do that. So anyway, it's something that I'm thinking about, and it's not something that I want to spend too much of my resources on to try and always use a perfect toilet paper. Maybe one day, but right now, yeah, I think once I run out of these, I'm just gonna order whichever one's like kind of the cheapest and things like that. So anyway, there's that, and here's my bathroom supplies. I have my deodorant and I have sunscreen. This was also a gift from my mom and I'm making a good use out of it. I really try to put on sunscreen when I can because I know that's like a #1 skincare thing besides putting moisture in your skin to avoid wrinkles and things like that. So yeah, I like some creams, and here's my foundation. I use it to sort of, I might do a makeup routine video in the future because I actually don't own that many makeup items. Although I did study makeup in my university. Yes, you can actually study it at a university in Korea. I study makeup and hair. So I used to have so many makeup supplies, but I gave away almost like all of them to a very sweet girl who mainly majors in makeup. So anyway, I'll talk about that later in my makeup video when I film it. But yeah, I use that to even out my skin tone a little bit. And after that, it's just, you know, coloring and concealer and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of like a canvas pudding makeup. And here is my skincare items. As I mentioned in my home tour video, I want there to be just one moisturizer for all of my needs. But because I do actually have sensitive skin and I've had eczema all my life, I cannot have really body lotion on my face. Like, I know some people can do that. I wish I could do that. If I could do that, I would have done that. Out of convenience, but I can't do that at this time, so with myself. So again, everyone is a different minimalist. Everybody has different needs and different priorities and different resources and things like that. So I am fine not being perfect with my supplies. Again, I'm not going to throw away these items just because they're not perfect, but I am going to start looking for a better skincare product when I'm close to using all of them. But yeah, so there's my toner, essence. These are great products, by the way, but I think they're a bit expensive, although they were a gift. Like if I were to buy them, they're too expensive for me to sustainably use for my face and my entire body. And I would rather get something of a big Tupperware like that, or I'm not sure, as long as it's a good product. So I'll get back to you guys on that. And there's my soap with the pump. And yeah, I use this soap for cleaning my kitchen sink and things like this as well. So anyway, that is my entire tour of my bathroom. I'll catch you guys in a second. Hi, so that was my bathroom tour. I hope you guys liked it and that it was helpful for some of you. So if you liked it, please like and subscribe. I'm on my way out. Bye!